repetition of her roles have gotten her both stigmatized and stand simultaneously. She's been awarded numerous times. In 2012 and 2013, she won Best Supporting Actor at the African Movie Academy Award. Mama G isn't slowing down anytime soon. On this Rubbing Minds International Women's Month special, we speak to Mama G on her journey to where she is now. Lipton is raising a mug to her. Wow, what an absolute honor. It's so nice to finally meet you in person, Ma. I grew up watching you on TV. You know, so when I was told that I was going to interview you, I just kept saying to myself, I get to meet Mama G.
Don't make me feel I'm old.
You look amazing, you know, and it kind of shows that you've been in this game for a while. You started very young.
Very early.
You know, so tell me a little bit about that experience and what even, you know, made you decide that you wanted to go into entertainment? Because you wear so many different hats.
Actually, from childhood, you know, a lot of people say, I started acting when I was small. No. I found myself doing what I'm doing, even when I'm with my family. So it wasn't difficult for them to accept me as an actor when they discovered I had interest. So I didn't have a lot of people fighting me not to go. You know, then it was a taboo for women to come out then. That was why you find a lot of people who, some women who started early, they started outside the country, or they started with makeup, and when they look for women to take up some roles they can't find, they ask them to come and take it. And from there, they became stars and abandoned the makeup or costume they came to do. And I said, really, that's all. They were actually the people that laid the foundation and then encouraged us women, others, to come out. It was like then, you know, if you play football, they'll give you orange. So you couldn't find a lot of women going into it, but now you can see the flood.
It's amazing.
Yes.
When you first started, did you think that you were going to stay in it long? Was it like, did you believe that you could make a livelihood from it and it would be actually
I started by just doing what I enjoyed doing, because I couldn't even get myself to go for an audition. So when they told me they came down to Enugu, they had First Hotel, they are doing auditions, I said, me, crowd things, line up and wait. I didn't have the patience at all. So somehow, you know, the paths of the righteous are ordered by God. So God ordered my path by just making things difficult for me in life. And somehow, my cousin that was in the same class with me in ESU now saw what I was going through to raise my children. My husband was very sick, you know, down with diabetes and hypertension, so he was always having a crisis. So he couldn't help much in raising the children. I was struggling, doing whatever I could lay my hands on to help the children. My cousin now said, you have to go to Chief Zebudayo Korigomobo, his office. They need somebody. I now remember that he worked with Radio Nigeria as an announcer. Maybe you could do something for him. I quickly went there. The team came from Lagos. I don't even know who they are up till now. The team came from Lagos, and when they saw me, Zebudayo was not there. They said, maybe you are the one we're waiting for. I said, I don't know who you're waiting for. They gave us script. They gave me a script. I read. They said, oh, yeah. Okay, you go. Can you get us an Igbo rapper? And I said, yeah, I have a lot of them. I said, go get it. How long will it take? I said, 45 minutes, 1 hour. I said, go. I rushed, got it from my house. That I didn't need to go and borrow from anybody. And they said, you already here? I said, yes. And then so when I came, people were saying, where is this song from? Because I never went there. That was how they picked me. And from there, the man that played my husband in that short advert, when he was commissioned to do a 13 episode of one soap for NTA, he came looking for me. And he came with Zebediah himself, that's Chief Chikopala. They came to my house because they had to go and drop me off after the shoot. I said, we want to know where you live so that whenever we need you, we come and call you. So he came and picked me. I wasn't even there when he came. He dropped a note and drew the map of how I was going to locate them. So as soon as I came back from school then, I went to read further. And then I was doing my job program. They said, they came to look for you. I took up the gun, I ran. I left the food I wanted to eat. Look for them. That was how I got in the film industry. Everybody, this is lovely. Where have you been? I said, I've been in my house.
You know, I mean, it's one of the things where it just came so naturally to you. And, you know, the minute you got on screen, everyone wanted to have it.
I didn't even know there was anything like stand-up. Because on radio, you just do what
no
you
one sees
can,
your face.
you know. And that was how I got into the industry without knowing what was involved, what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I came and I started studying because I'm someone that loves to study my environment, study people around, know who to relate with and who to give space and things like that. So that's how the path of life took me into the industry.
Right.
And that's why when people started noticing me, I didn't even know why.
Right.
I didn't see what I was doing that was different from what others were doing. So.
All right, we're going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back after this.